released a series of tweets on the matter, and that the Rivers State Police Command had been ordered to produce the officers sent into Abuja for discipline. Now we've got the result of these actions. It's on our bulletin, but I'll be going with the version from the Daily Post. Caption: Police demote officer who slapped civilian in Rivers. Here's the story. The Nigeria Police Force has demoted the policeman who slapped a civilian on the road at Emohua in Rivers State. The security agency acted following complaints and findings on video evidence widely circulated on social media on April 9. The policeman and his colleagues were arrested last week for assault, discreditable conduct, and incivility to members of the public. After an orderly room trial by the Force Provost Marshal, Adejo Siaka has been reduced in rank from inspector to sergeant. A statement by Force Public Relations Officer CSP Emohua LGA said Sergeant Ndikwa Kwebare, who was present at the scene but failed to discourage Siaka, was reprimanded. Inspector Friday Obaka, discovered to have been absent from the scene of the skirmish, was discharged unconditionally at the conclusion of the proceedings. Now, the policemen will be posted out of Rivers State to other commands and formations to continue their police duties, Adejobi added. The IG Police, Usman Baba, has tasked officers and men of the force to be diligent, uphold the tenets of professional policing, and respect human rights, of course. So let's talk about this now. Is this enough, in your estimation? Is this enough as far as consequence for their actions, as far as punishments, especially for the officer seen hitting the man with a stick and slapping him, and the other one who seemed to have had his hands on the woman who was in the video as well? Is that enough? Will this serve as deterrent to these officers, by the way, because they've been posted elsewhere? Are we certain, or is this enough to serve as deterrent so that they will not go about flogging and slapping people wherever else they are posted to? And will this serve as deterrent to other officers who may be thinking of or are already prone to beating with sticks and slapping civilians? Would this deter them from doing that? This action of the Nigeria Police Force on these officers. Let's talk about this now. The line's open. Join the conversation. Call 070-0923-0923. We're live on facebook.com/Nigeria InfoPH. Also joining via Twitter at Nigeria InfoPH. Our YouTube as well. That's Nigeria InfoPH. Will this serve as deterrent to other police officers from physically assaulting civilians? Will this discourage it? Is this enough? Or does the police need to do more? Let's get your take on this at this time. You may also call 0817-923-0002 or 0003 or 0007. That's 0817-923-0002 or 0003 or 0007. No doubt, it is somewhat heartwarming to know that something has been done. I mean, how many police officers go about slapping people and intimidating them, beating them, even going as far as extorting them, and nothing is done. However, one thing I do find curious about the whole thing, and other examples as well, is the seeming silence from the Rivers State Police Command. I mean, I think all we heard from the Rivers State Police Command on this matter was simply reporting what Force Headquarters Abuja had already said on the matter, which we already knew, by the way. Hello, Hard Factor, welcome. Please go on.
Hello, Daya. Good evening.
Hello, go ahead.
My name is Ernest. I'm calling from Port Harcourt. Okay. All I can say is that
turn off your radio set, please.
Okay, yeah, it's off actually.
No, it's not.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Okay, good. It's not enough, but at least it's something. It's something. I feel I saw the video in question. I was almost in tears because this kind of things happen all the time and nobody sees it, I know what it is. So, but for this to happen, at least there is something, we can go home with something. But trust me, that's not enough, in my opinion.
So what else? What would be enough in your estimation?
Yeah, what I think would be enough is to, because I think that the such officer is power drunk. He has abused his office, he abused the uniform and the gun he's carrying. It should be withdrawn from him and take him off. Let him become one of the civilians.
Oh, he should have been dismissed from the force completely.
Yes, dismissed. Let him come back and do a normal business and meet policemen, his kind, on the road and know how it feels.
So, however, you said that this is not enough, but it's something. Now, do you think it would deter these officers and other officers from doing similar things?
Well, the truth is, this is not the first time this is happening. The bad ones will remember. It will just work for a little while. After some time, they will go back to business as usual.
All right. He said it's not enough. It should have been dismissed, sent packing from the Nigeria police force without any hope of returning, and he should encounter some of his some other officers on the roads as well. Yeah, and not certain it's going to serve as any kind of deterrent to police officers who may intend to act in similar fashion in the future. What do you think? Hello, you're welcome.
Hello, good evening.
Hi, go ahead. Hello, go ahead, please. Hello, you're live on radio. Please go ahead.
Okay, good evening, Dayo.
Go ahead.
This is Tekena from Oyibo, first of all. I agree with what the last caller said, that it's basically not enough. And personally, I think they should have dismissed the officer, yes. Then he should also face criminal prosecution for the assault. I know there have been incidents when people assault police officers. Police charge them to court for assaulting police officers. I think there was even an incident that was popular last year, perhaps. And I don't think those people went without punishment. You know the funny thing, when I was searching for this video of what happened, I ran into a previous incident that was even carried on Nigeria Info. So I saw it on your Facebook page. If I'm not mistaken, it was even either a rant or something that we discussed like now. I was tempted to ask, what happened to the other officer that was involved in the other matter? This was like last year, August. So we are here again now. How are we sure that in 3 months' time we will not be discussing the same thing again? How are we sure that this input, demoted officer, was demoted? How do we know?
Well, is it possible?
If it's the force headquarters that is making this statement, that he is being honest, that indeed this officer has been demoted.
Is it possible to have a police force that's? If you can hear me, and I hope you will take the time to listen to what I'm saying.
It's not enough.
Could you listen? Could you listen, please? Oh,
that is just my take.
Okay. All right, what's your take? I was going to ask, is it even possible at all to have a police force that doesn't have any corrupt elements? I mean, I don't think that's entirely possible. So, yes, I think the focus should be having a lot less incidents of this nature. So it's no longer the norm. Now it's the norm. But I don't think it's possible to have a police force that won't have some recalcitrant elements. I don't think it's possible to have any organization at all, whether it's a government-run organization, agency, or privately run, that wouldn't have recalcitrant element in it. Hello, you're welcome. Please go on.
Hello, Dayo.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, my contribution to this is very straightforward. A man is in uniform, commits battery, insults civilians on the road. The best punishment for this kind of people is that they're not required in the police force. Okay? He should be dismissed and prosecuted in court and sent to jail so that others can learn from it. That's my contribution to it. There's no two ways about it. If we demote him and send him to another police station, that man will become a monster again tomorrow morning. Okay?
You don't think that this will change him?
So what?
You don't think that this incident will change him?
No. The punishment they're giving to him is not enough. He has to be dismissed and prosecuted so that others can learn.
All right.
All right.
Well, do you feel the same way as well? John in Still, lines open 070-0923-0923 is the number to call. Also joining via facebook.com/Nigeria Info PS. Speaking of Facebook, Kinsley in Cam Odua goes, this is a welcome development. Definitely, it will serve as a deterrent to most of them for now. Now, also advised that a continuous police training on how to relate with the public. Hello, Hard Facts, please go ahead.
Hello, good evening, Dio.
Hello, go ahead. Hello? The motion was not enough for me. Outright dismissal would have been okay for me. That's from Uche. 913.
Hello, good afternoon.
All right, go ahead.
I'm Christian. For me, Dio, demoting these people is not enough for me. No, some of them are not even supposed to be in the police force. When you see them, the way they behave, the way they conduct themselves, some of them are supposed to even be, they are supposed to dismiss them from police force. Demoting them is not enough punishment for me. Because they don't even have the picture, they don't know what to be a police person. Nothing went there for what they want to get. They don't really care. That's why you see them doing the things anyhow they want to do it. For example, like the one we heard recently that happened in Romokoro, a man that was killed there. That kind of person, are they supposed to be in police force? Some of them are supposed to dismiss some of these people. The more thing they are asking, I don't think it's enough punishment for me. There are so many of them. If you see them, they don't even have what. I don't even know who will recruit those kind of people to become a police force. So they are supposed to remove that kind of people. They are not supposed to be in the police system, honestly speaking. So that is my thing. They are supposed to remove some of them and look for people that have what it takes to become a police person. No, anybody you see, just you call that person a police person. My own take.
Those policemen were actually given a slap on the wrist, especially the one caught on video, flogging and slapping the man. That particular policeman deserves to be sacked from the force. No reason whatsoever to physically assault a citizen. For the one that harassed the wife, he should have been suspended and demoted. It's a shame. All right. Could have been done. The punishment is not enough. The civilians should be compensated and the officers involved should be dismissed. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, go on. Hello? Well, to me, that's nothing. It accomplished zilch, no matter the fact that we're suffering injustice in the country. No injustice. Okay, all right. Good evening. I think the main culprit should have been dismissed and prosecuted, and then the rest of the team who stood by and didn't intervene should be demoted. Inumaka said that. Hello?
Good evening, Dio.
Hello? Go ahead.
Hello, Dio. Good evening.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Dio, for me, the man shouldn't be dismissed. They shouldn't be dismissed. For the police to demote them, I think it's a welcome development. Not just demoting them, they should bring them to become a guard. They should be at the station to guard their gate. There should be a permanent posting to them.
All right. That's much I can take from that caller. I do have a commercial break to go attend to right now. Headlines 5:30 p.m. Discussion continues afterwards. Do please stay with us.
For more talk, news and sport,
Hello, welcome back to Hard Factor Nigeria Info here in Port Harcourt. I'm Dio. 27 minutes ago, before 6 p.m. At 6, the major news is up. Well, here's the matter being discussed at the moment. Story cut to Daily Post. Police demote officer who slapped civilian in Rivers. The Nigeria Police Force has demoted the policeman who slapped a civilian on the road at Emohua in Rivers State. Security agency acted following complaints and findings on a video evidence widely circulated on social media on April 9. The policeman and his colleagues were arrested last week for assault, discreditable conduct, and incivility to members of the public. After an orderly room trial by the Force Provost Marshal, Adejo Siakan has been reduced in rank from inspector to sergeant. Also, Sergeant Indiwa Kpoebari, who was present at the scene but failed to discourage Siaka, was reprimanded. Inspector Friday Obaka, discovered to have been absent from the scene of the skirmish, was discharged unconditionally at the conclusion of the proceedings. The policemen will be posted out of River State to other commands and formations to continue their police duties. Is that enough? Does that suffice? Is that punishment enough? Will this serve as a deterrent to these officers who have been posted out of the River State and other police officers from assaulting civilians the way this once did? Join the conversation. Call 070-0923-0923. Join via Facebook and Twitter at Nigeria Info PH. Via Facebook, Alfredo goes, demotion of these officers is the big joke. He should be sacked and prosecuted for the assault of the man. The Nigeria police don't need such officers. Austin Izumezu goes, the country is short of police officers to guard the teeming population. So I would suggest in this kind of incident, the officer should be suspended, not dismissed, and sent to the police college for reorientation for at least 1 year. In this period, the officer should not be entitled to any benefits or salary until recalled to service. And Gabriel Robson goes, let's just give him a second chance. Clearing down, the punishment is okay for now. Dismissing him from the force is risky because he may turn to a full-time armed robber. Oh, okay. So having a part-time armed robber in the force is better than having a full-time armed robber who's not in the force. They didn't even demote him. What they did was just an audio demotion to douse public tensions, because the public want to know when the officer's rank will be restored. That we all know the game. That's from Collins, Carlo Collins. I don't know. How do you know this game? Really? And by the way, there's a picture online of what appears to be the exercise or the occasion, if you will, or the event, if I may use that term, when he was demoted. And the officer in question seemed to have some kind of a smirk on his face. Another comment here, I would like to know what the police code has to say regarding the torture, beating and molestation of individuals by uniformed men. If the erring policemen were punished with reference to the code, that's okay. Then, however, I think Nigerians need to know what the code states so that the appropriateness or otherwise of the punishment can be discussed, and not from Joe. I tend to agree with Joe, really, on this matter. What's your take? Once again, call 070-0923-0923 or 0817-923-0002 or 0003 or 0007. Via Twitter at Papa King 234 Twitter, instead of demoting him, what happened to prosecuting him according to the law? Let him have his day in court. It's that simple. About 6 p.m. Putting the police officer involved man along Emohua Road. Video of there did nothing to stop. The officer did the beating and the slapping. Nice. Hello, you're welcome. Go ahead.
Hi, good evening.
Hello.
Thank you. I am interested in discussion. for two reasons. Well, the force headquarters have supposed to do. Many either. Force headquarters have they've done what they're supposed to do. If that is done, then we need to review it. These policemen are around a loose area, a loose Air Force area, and they harass people every day. And that's true. They harass people by the base of that Elios junction. There's also a need for police to do monitoring in that place. It's very, very important. And then finally, the police authority didn't do what they are supposed to do, because the person that did the videoing ought to have also been compensated for bringing out that piece of information for the public. That's my position. Thank you.
You're welcome also. Any more thoughts on this before I do get to wrap it up shortly? Well, top of the hour at 6 o'clock, we've got the major news coming up. Open season comes up after that. A review of all the matters discussed on the show today. If you haven't had a say, you got a chance to have a say then. But maybe I can still entertain another reaction or two before I have to go for an inevitable commercial break at this time. Alright, so I guess I'll just go for the break then. Alright, stick around, sit down, 91.3 Nigeria Info here in Port Harcourt, the number one talk station. I'll be back in a moment. Remember, major news 6 p.m, open season after that. The sports gangrene by 7 o'clock for extra time. Stick around.